Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Well, as happens sometimes with homesteading, we've had a failure. We got a freeze the other day that we were not expecting. As a result, we are reseeding today. I'll take you around and show you the damage here. I didn't bring my cat. They call it a dead cat microphone cover, and so there may be some wind, and I apologize. It shouldn't be too bad today because it's kind of mild. But you can see the onions and everything fared fine. The radishes fared fine. Back here though, where our warm weather plants were, still are for the moment, but I don't think they're going to survive. These are the peppers that we purchased to replace the ones that didn't make it that we had seeded. As you can see, the frost bit them pretty hard. Some of them may pull through, but most of them will probably not. The beans are fine. They are starting to break ground. As you can see, that's our first one that has leaves on it. Let's see. There's another one just poking through. So they're fine. The beans didn't get bit. The peas are fine. But our tomato plants did not fare so well. And I was just out here the other day on a beautiful day, planting in between the tomato plants. And that frost, and it was a bad one, just really snuck up on us and bit these guys really hard. I am pretty sure that we need to replace these plants. These guys back here, however, look like they might be okay. These are some that I seeded the second round. I think they're Cherokee purples here and over there. And they look like they survived okay. So, and there's 3 plants in each mound. I could possibly separate them, but I don't think that'd be good for them right now. But they survived. And I think everything else is gone as far as my warm weather stuff. My ground cherries did not survive. They're gone. All but one of whatever this was. I think it's a tomato or a tomato relative. All but one of those died. All but one of my melon seedlings, and I had melons and cucumbers. Not cucumbers. I had melons and zucchinis and pie pumpkins and squash. Those all died. Even the potatoes got a little bit of frostbite over here, but I think they'll pull through just fine. They've got lots of new sprouts on it, so I think they're going to be just fine. But all of my nightshades got bit, except for these guys in here. They seem to be just fine. They were well mulched. Let me go check the other barrel. You can see the radishes and lettuce and all the cold crops pulled through just fine. Oh, the ones in this barrel did get a little bit bit. But they've still got plenty of good green on them. They got a little bit of frostbite on the crown, but I think they'll be okay. The strawberries look to have fared very well. In fact, we have some little red berries. They're not quite red enough for me, so I'm going to let them ripen up some more before I pick them. And hopefully the birds won't beat me to them. But got some red berries. So we didn't lose everything in the frost, but we did lose some of our store-bought replacements for the first seeding. and we did lose some of my second seeding replacements. And so, going back over here, we are seeding things a third time. Yay! But pretty much everything that was warm weather that was left out bit the dust, so we're starting over. I did have, this is a little tomato that I had seeded a second time around. I don't know what kind because it's one of those that the tags washed away on. I think this is a Aunt Molly's ground cherry. I hope it is, because if so, it's the only one that survived. And I'll try to seed another one or two beside it here in this pot, and maybe this is where they're gonna live. The lemongrass took a pretty hard hit. I don't know if it'll come back, but it's still got some green, so I'm hoping it will. We'll just have to wait and see on that one. Everything else, all the melons and pumpkins and squash, that's all gonna get reseeded. And I may try a few other things that I didn't get to seed before because I ran out of pots. Now you can see we have plenty of pots. And we'll probably go and buy some replacements for our nightshades since they take so long to get started. So we may get some replacements for those things that are already started. It's been an interesting spring, folks. What can I say? But we are sticking with it, and things are moving right along. Oh, I could bring you over to the chicken coop and show you what Tom's doing over here. Let's go see. If you saw our last update on the chicken coop, you saw that we had put a little bit of stuff up since the time before, and the same is true this time. This time we have some mesh up. And Tom is cutting some more mesh so that we can work together on getting that strung up. But it is coming right along. Are you getting it, honey?
Huh?
Are you getting it?
Oh yeah, slowly but surely.
Yeah. It won't be too long before we got some little chickens running around in there.
Yeah, got a lot more to do.
We've got a lot more to do, yes.
Got one section on the east end to cut, and then 4 full ones to cut on here, and then figure out what we're going to do about the gate.
And then it's all interior work, right?
Outside of getting all this stuff out of here.
Yeah.
But he'll get there eventually.
And that's where we're at, folks. Until next time, be safe, be well, and we'll see ya.